Hello everybody, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021 Full Manual Master League, and it's been a while. Apologies about that, but we're rocking the new shirt, Vietnam national shirt. If you don't watch my Football Manager series, you won't know I got this. But yeah, I'm recording it the day after that, as we're in the transfer window. Quite a bit is happening. We've had offers, I think, unless I've already rejected it from... Yeah, I rejected it before. From Spurs. So my question for everyone today, which is why we're starting on the big screen, is... Are we sticking with Crystal Palace for this whole thing? Or are we going to say we can move around a little bit? Because I sort of feel like if we take Crystal Palace as far as we could go, someone like a Man United, a Tottenham, a Chelsea, an Arsenal could be quite good to move to. Even abroad, a Barcelona, a Madrid, you never know who's going to offer you the chance. So do we say that if a big club comes in for us, then we can jump ship from Crystal Palace? I'm enjoying it either way. Full Manual's really good fun. I think Crystal Palace, this is our third season and we're just now pushing for a European spot. So it could be a long slog if we do stay here. We've got Nottingham Forest up next. We played a couple offline, so let's dive into these now to show you the results. So yeah, Bournemouth 0-0, we beat Everton 2-0, Bournemouth 0-0, Man City we lost 3-1 as the transfer window opened, and we've had a couple of negotiations. We beat Fulham a 4-3, an absolutely crazy game, and now we've got Forest and Leicester City during the January transfer window. So we will crack into the Forest game, and we're going to see how many highlights there are in this game, and then what January stuff happens as well. We'll decide on if we do the second game in it as well. Now, it's been a while since I've been playing any of PES, so the full manualness will probably be pretty rubbish to start, so don't you be too harsh on me in those comments. And please do remember, this isn't my full-time job, and this is just a game, so let's all have a bit of fun. Palacios is probably going to come on in holding midfield because he's absolutely buzzing for it. Brunetta's going to come on in place of Chamberlain, then we swap these two over. Hulk, I don't think Hulk should start. I don't think he's quick enough. I think he's definitely an off-the-bench player. Martinelli, I'm quite tempted to start Martinelli, to be honest, but he's going to have a drop in team spirit quite heavily, so he can come on the bench. And Babu can go back to right back. Dodo can come off for Ferro, even though they're a little bit tired. That gives us a good boost in team spirit as well. I'm just wondering if there's anybody else that would give us a bit of a boost. No, Lee Kangin, don't need to do that. And no, I think we go with that one. Lafont in goal, and Babu, Tapsoba, Ferro, Zinchenko, Palacios, Camavinga, Eze, Maitland-Niles, Brunetta, and Shalov starting up front against a 4-2-3-1 of Forest, who have ex-Crystal Palace captain, I think, at one point, Gary Cahill in centre-back. So hopefully we can take advantage. Let's get into the game, and I'll see you for the introductory video bit. So here we are then at the City Ground in Nottingham, who make their return to the Premier League. They're hosting Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace are playing in their third kit because someone was very helpful in the comments and said, using the server stuff that you've got installed, you can actually change the kits by using the cider. And I went through it and I did. The Garibaldi that we something. Love the stadiums. Obviously, it's going to have the Sky Bet adverts around the side because it doesn't update to say Premier League. Their kits will still say Sky Bet. We know Nottingham Forest are now Premier League because they're playing us, Crystal Palace, and there we are. We're looking absolutely superb in our lovely black kit. I do like that kit. And yeah, let's get the game underway. No more needs to be said. Let's crack on and see if I can remember how to play full manual. So Forest get the game underway here at the home stadium for them, City Ground, as Cahill plays a long first-time pass up, and Tapsoba will mop that one up. It's interesting because Tapsoba was basically bought as Gary Cahill's replacement when Ruud Gullit's early days in charge of Crystal Palace. So let's see if he can give his team the upper hand today, as then Babu comes forward on the right-hand side. He's been a very good signing under Gullit, as Camavinga just saw the run there of Eze, tries to flick that one on towards Shalov, but couldn't make it stick, and Nottingham Forest retain possession quite well. And here is Amiobi in towards Lyle Taylor, gets a shot off, good save from Lafont, and that's the first real chance of the game inside 5 minutes, and that is a cracking view for that replay. If you've ever fancied seeing the top of the City Ground's corrugated roof, then there you go. Lovely stuff. So it'll be Yuri Ribeiro to take the corner. Left-footed in the swinger, and it goes. Tapsoba underneath it. Cahill beats him in the air. Over the bar though, goal kick. Camavinga has the ball in central midfield. The youngster's there, settled in well at Palace. He's had a few clubs after him in this transfer window. But Ruud Gullit's determined to try and keep his best young players here. Lovely back heel from Brunetta into Zinchenko. Tries to get that across. Eze just beaten there. And, well, Zinchenko, what's been given here? It's a free kick to Forest. I put a cross in. How's that a foul? PES, sort your collisions out. I've literally put a cross in. That can't be a foul. Ridiculous. Just like to point out the absolute audacity of Gary Cahill wearing number 10 as a centre-back. I'd say you love to see it. You don't. I hate it. It's absolutely shocking that he's got the number 10 shirt on. Palacios comes forward. Colback comes out to meet him. He was released. Maitland-Niles. Oh, I thought Eze was going inside, Dave. Don't rush it. Take your time. If I take my time, I reckon I could split Nottingham Forest open here. Zinchenko up to Camavinga. Just trying to sell a bit of a dummy. He's got a man in the middle, which is Palacios. Palacios can give it and go. And Babu looks up the line. Good reverse pass. Maitland-Niles couldn't quite get his foot on it. Gets it back from Mbabu. Lovely little bit of feet there from Maitland-Niles into Mbabu. Left-footed cross is blocked by Colback. And it's sort of cleared away. And it's gone straight out for a Crystal Palace throw-in. And it's been a pretty frantic first 15 minutes or so here at the City ground, as that's such a bad pass. Such a bad pass. Palacios into Eze. Out one more to Mbabu. Mbabu back to Eze. It's a good flowing move this from Crystal Palace, but their captain Eze couldn't just make the ball stick with his feet. Tapsoba does win the header though. Brunetta sees the run of Shalov. Shalov left-footed shot. Good save. It falls to Eze with the shot. He's hit the side netting. What a terrible finish from Eze. He's been involved in a lot of the play for Crystal Palace today. Oh, good first time pass. Shalov left-footed. Good save from the keeper. And Eze, I've gone for power. I've gone for power and I've hit the side netting. Terrible finish. Absolutely terrible. Ramsey does well to get away from his man into Amiobi. He's got Ramsey going again. Amiobi shoots from range and Lafont with a decent save there. Had to grab it at the second attempt, but Forest are showing they do have some attacking intent, even though it is pretty obvious to see they're happy to keep men just sitting behind the ball. Zinchenko lays that one in field. Camavinga, lets it run to Palacios. Into Camavinga now. Invites Mbabu on the right-hand side into Eze. Eze can't get there. He seems to be lacking a little bit of pace or just initial acceleration to the ball, Eze, in this game, as Taylor turns. Lays that one out to Amiobi. Amiobi up against Zinchenko. Just jumps round the tackle. Puts a ball in as well. Ferro can't get there. Taylor, it's over his head. It's a goal kick. Half an hour gone. Maitland-Niles has a bit of time here. He's got Lolly behind him, but holds him off. Tries a little drag back to try and get away from his man. Maitland-Niles, Camavinga. Palacios sees Mbabu with a bit of space. Mbabu tries to fire that in towards Shalov, and Gary Cahill is going to win those headers all day. Camavinga tries to get around his man. Ramsey stays strong though and didn't fall for the step over. Amiobi looks to launch a counter, but that's easy for Ferro to pick that one up. Eze feeds the ball through to Shalov. Shalov tries to turn. Is he caught? He is caught. The referee's given a free kick here. It looked like a fair tackle, but the defender is getting a talking to. I think that's... Is that Euro Ribeiro? Not too sure who that is. I think it is Euro Ribeiro. As it gets a talking to for this on Shalov here. Shalov just drew him in and then knocked it past. He's got the ball. It's not a foul, referee, but we'll take it. So designated free kick taker. Eze is going to stand over this one. Can he put this in? It's over the wall. It's round. It's off the post. The keeper has saved that onto the post. It's an unbelievable save from the keeper. Zinchenko is surely fouled there, and he is. And Nottingham Forest chucking in a through tackles here. Half an hour gone. It's getting a bit feisty. It's the referee with another talking to. And it's going to be another chance for Eze this one. Is he going to have a go from here? A little bit further out. You'd like to think he's going to have a crack here as Zinchenko stands right in the way of the ball, which is very annoying. As what we're going to do here, we'll put Zinchenko next to you. That's it. Right, Eze. Can he get this one up and down over the wall? It's there. It's easy for Walton in goal, though, who... Give credit to the keeper. That save from the first free kick was absolutely incredible to touch it onto the post. I thought it was in, but it wasn't. 0-0 at the City ground. Camavinga with plenty of space to run into in front of him. He's going well. Camavinga lays that off to Eze. Eze up against Colback. Has to just give it back to Camavinga. Cheeky little flick over, and Eze can't quite get there. Walton comes and claims. It's been the majority for Crystal Palace in this game, but Nottingham Forest have had the best chance, I would say, maybe. Although Eze did practically miss an open goal when I hit it into the side netting, so probably we've had the best chance. Camavinga comes forward again. Lays that into Eze, but Ramsey tracked him back all the way and did a very good defensive job there, the second striker, Taylor. Zinchenko tried to read it, got a touch, but Amiobi keeps it in play. Ferro has been pulled out wide to track Taylor, and we haven't put a very good attempt of a tackle in there, but Mbabu lets that go. Goal kick again. Oh, it's been a right hash from a goal kick there. Ferro dives in. What a tackle from Ferro. A block tackle there. Absolutely incredible. And Mbabu has had an absolute mare from that goal kick. He left his pass short. It was nowhere near his goalkeeper. And, well, Crystal Palace may go from a bad bit of defending to a good bit of attacking. Not quite, but that's a rash clearance booted out by Jack Colback as Zinchenko is over the corner. And he's looking to fire this one in. It's going to be long and it's going to go out, and it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Maitland-Niles sees Eze in a lot of space in the middle. Eze with a good touch. Left-footed drive. Just past the post, though. And Crystal Palace again looking dangerous. Taps over out to Mbabu. Mbabu here up to Maitland-Niles. Saw Eze in the space in the middle of the park. Got it onto that left foot. Not his favoured foot, but he scored plenty of goals with it this season. But it does remain 0-0. It looks like it's going to be that way till half-time. Or maybe not, because Ramsey could be in here. And Mbabu, great covering. Showing why his pace is so useful at the back. As Eze looks to put the ball into a bit of space for Brunetta. But no, I don't see Crystal Palace try too many passes like that. And it's going long from one end to the other. Camavinga up against Amiobi. I think Amiobi won it, but Camavinga will take advantage here. Again, he's got a lot of space to run into. Camavinga just jumps around one. Camavinga, heavy touch. Good tackle from Cahill. He's been solid at the back for Nottingham Forest, and he's pretty much kept it at 0-0 in this game. As Eze spurned the best chance for Palace. And Lafont's made a couple of good saves. It's been pretty even at half-time as we go into the stats. 5 for Palace, 5 shots, and 4 for Forest. Yeah, Chris Hughton's men playing all right. So 0 changes at half-time for Palace. 0 for Nottingham Forest as well, as Maitland-Niles picks up this ball and gets Mbabu forward straight away. Crystal Palace looking like they're definitely eager to attack here. And Mbabu back to Maitland-Niles. On one more to Camavinga. He gets away from the tackler Yates. Tries to feed that full boot. It was an eye-of-the-needle sort of pass. And, well, Crystal Palace get the ball back straight away. And Nottingham Forest setting their stall out to say, we're here and you've got to break us down. And do Crystal Palace have enough about them to do that? And Mbabu up towards Shalov. Drew a good foul earlier. Shalov, nifty little footwork, but didn't draw the foul again. Taylor comes forward with it. He's surrounded by Crystal Palace players in black. Zinchenko's there to make a good interception. First sub of the game then is for Forest as Guerrero comes on to replace Taylor up front. Taylor not having the best of games for Forest. He's not really held the ball up well for them. He's been running into dead channels and not really playing as a sort of striker that you would need for Forest in this sort of game. Can Guerrero have any more luck against the likes of Ferro and Tapsoba at the back? I am not too sure that he will. Shalov, great turn to turn away from Colback as Shalov's still going. He's got Camavinga there, and Yuri Ribeiro sticks out a leg and just about stops the ball getting through as Guerrero picks up the ball again. It is end-to-end this game. It is pretty entertaining. Christie on the right-hand side from right back. Lays that one in towards Ramsey. He's up against Camavinga, and Camavinga's done a really good job to rob him there. Shalov sees the run of Maitland-Niles. Doesn't quite get enough on the pass, though. And Shalov, yeah, has been disappointing as a striker as well. It's not really been a game for strikers, this one. Maitland-Niles fires that in towards Shalov's feet, but I think you're going to need a bit more of a physical presence up there against Gary Cahill, to be honest. There's Joe Lolly on the ball up against Mbabu. Lays that one back to Ribeiro. Yates on the ball up against Camavinga. Feeds it out to Christie. Zinchenko doesn't know whether to come or go, and it's given Amiobi a bit of time and space, and a good block from Ferro. And Crystal Palace do make a substitution. It is, hang on a minute. Guerrero's just come on. He's been replaced. What? Hang on. What? Yeah. Guerrero came on for Taylor and now has come off to be replaced by Edmondson up front. We've done Barbosa on for Shalov up front, so hopefully we can find a goal from there. Is that interesting tactical decisions there from Chris Hughton, bringing on another striker as Cahill looks to turn. Tapsoba is the one that ends up coming away with the ball. Feeds it up towards Maitland-Niles. Barbosa involved in the action straight away. Brunetta. He's got time and space. There's Camavinga. Camavinga can square this one more. Eze. Oh, he's just got the ball behind him. Can lay that off to Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles, terrible first time cross. What a wasted opportunity that is. And Christie now replaced by Carl Jenkinson at right back for Nottingham Forest. Camavinga tries to fire that one up towards Barbosa, who's been caught offside. And there is the lovely view of the corrugated roof again. So double substitution for Crystal Palace as Hulk comes on, as does Martinelli, and it's Maitland-Niles and Eze going off at the 60-minute mark. So the rain is coming down. It is making it harder for players here to keep their footing as Hulk brings the ball forward. Good ball up towards Palacios, who saw some runs there, but yeah, it's all a little bit too intricate at the moment from Palace. Taps over up against Edmondson, and who wins it? Ramsey could be in here with a 1-2, and he's got the wrong side of Ferro, but Mbabu's pace once again. It's a tactical foul, and I'll take it. That's fine. Ramsey could have been in on goal here, and Mbabu just comes over, just stands his ground, clips his foot. Probably should have been a yellow card, but nothing given other than a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Ribeiro is over this one. Is he going to shoot from this distance? He is, but Lafont reads it and makes a pretty easy save, in all honesty. Amiobi's fed that through to Edmondson, and Crystal Palace's defence has gone absolute walkabouts, and the goalkeeper's come out and, well, didn't want to go with his hands, but in the end got a very good touch on it. Martinelli. Barbosa flicks that on really well. Brunetta sees the run of Hulk. Hulk's in, left foot, it's looping. Oh, it took a deflection, it'll be a corner. It was looping from Hulk off the defender's foot. And from one end to the other, this game, what a first game back at Provo for a while. Barbosa, lovely flick. In it went to Hulk. Took this touch. It's a great block from the defender because that was travelling with some venom from Hulk. And it's going to be a corner kick yet again. As Cafu has come on for Ramsey, which is, I hope it's not the Cafu. I've got a feeling the new patch I'm using may well put legends into the game that I didn't want. Taps over, flicks it on, it's there, and Babu! Oh, it's off the line. It was so well worked, Zinchenko. Hulk. He's going to try and bend one, and that is why I don't shoot with finesse on full manual. What are these views? What are these views? Custom stadiums, people. Custom stadium. Camavinga with the ball. Lays that one up looking for Barbosa into Brunetta, but the pass just wasn't quite right as Nottingham Forest were nearly playing themselves into a bit of trouble there. Lolly gives that one back to Yuri Ribeiro. Figueiredo goes long and taps over. Wins that with a towering header at the back. Yuri Ribeiro again. Colback. Colback goes long once more. Edmondson beaten by Ferro. Falls to Yates for Forest. Amiobi. Can he get past Zinchenko? No, he can't. Very easy defending there for the Ukrainian. And he probably won't have to do any easier defending in his life. Palacios up towards Hulk. Flicks that in towards Brunetta. Gets a touch on it, but Colback and Figueiredo sort of somehow both get in the way. And honestly, I don't know how we haven't scored in this game. Nottingham Forest, I feel, are there for the taking. And I feel like we may regret not getting a goal. Amiobi with a lovely threaded ball through to Carl Jenkinson. First time we've seen him since he came off the bench. Ball in, taps over, reads it really well, and Palacios feeds that one out to Zinchenko, who's going to go long looking for Hulk up against Ribeiro. Hulk puts a challenge in but doesn't quite win it, and Brunetta's asking Camavinga why he didn't go for that ball. Hulk reads it through to Barbosa. Barbosa turns, but again it's just numbers back for Nottingham Forest. Makes it pretty hard for Crystal Palace to find a way through. Amiobi brings that one down on his chest out of the sky. Yates. But Jenkinson looking for an overlap again in towards Edmondson. Now it goes towards Jenkinson now. Jenkinson on the right. Stops. Ball in. Looking towards Amiobi. It's him against Mbabu, and Mbabu got a body in the way. And then did well. Hulk's done unbelievably well to bring that out of the sky. And his pass just about finds Barbosa. Terrible pass. What am I playing at? Use super cancel, Dave. Oh, confusion at the back. The referee's given a free kick. It was a sort of sandwich from Hulk and Brunetta, I think it was. And I think Hulk's caught him with an elbow accidentally. We'll see the replay because I thought we'd nicked it high up the pitch. Colback got it. We sort of crump him from each side, and Hulk's not happy. Hulk is not a happy man. He's waving his finger saying, no, no, no. Hulk smash. So, last substitution in the last dying embers of the game. Lee Kang-in comes on to replace Camavinga. I could have said Lee Kang-in and Camavinga out, is what I should have said, but I'm not very quick-witted like that. I always think of it after I should have said it. Cafu on the ball here. He's got Edmondson making a great run in the middle that we need to track. Goes out towards Jenkinson. Nottingham Forest coming out of their shell a little bit here. Zinchenko dives in, misses it. Amiobi, that is woeful. Absolutely woeful. Colback has fed the ball down to McKenna on this left-hand side. Tries to cut it back. And, well, it took a deflection off, taps over. Zinchenko just about gets it away to Brunetta. Outside of the foot towards Martinelli. Flicks that one on. Can't quite reach Barbosa. As, well, Palacios will pounce on that error. Terrible pass, though. And Forest lump it forward again. That's the only sort of attacking threat they've had in this game. Lee Kang-in, Martinelli, Barbosa. Turns straight into the defender. And it finishes 0-0 here at the City ground. An entertaining game, but both teams lacking a cutting edge up front, which I'm going to put down to rustiness for me. But, yeah, Nottingham Forest have no excuses because they're the AI. They don't get rustiness. 8 shots for us, 5 for them. Pretty even. Man of the match was Tapsoba on a 6.5. That's how badly everybody played. So around the grounds then, City won 1-0, Everton won 2-0 against Leicester, Leeds beat Southampton 1-0. No home wins on the first page, but home wins do come on this one. 2-0 win for Wolves hosting West Ham. Spurs lose 1-0 away at home to Chelsea. Arsenal beat Newcastle 4-1 at the Emirates. Man United drew with Brighton 0-0, and Liverpool and Bournemouth drew 0-0 as well, leaving us in 6th, joint on 37 points with Spurs in 5th. Not too far away, 12 points off leaders Man United, 10 points behind Liverpool, plenty of football to play. Let's go and see if we've got any transfer news happening. No, we don't. I think a centre-back. I do think a centre-back is on my radar. So let's go and have a little look and see. Who have I got on listed players? Yeah, Bastoni I'm still quite interested in. 86 rated, 24 years old, destroyer. I think he could be pretty good, but 81 million is his release fee. Kabak, who in real life has just moved to Liverpool on loan, is someone I could be tempted with. He's moved to Shanghai. There's not many others on there. Let's go and see. It's been so long since I've been here. Let's go and see what our scouts have found. No centre-backs there. We've got a couple there. Salisu would be pretty good. Anderson and Chidoze. Don't know who that is. Let's go and have a look at Chidoze. 81 years old, Nigerian from Boa Vista. Good jump, good physical contact. Speed's not bad. 189 centimetres. He looks like he could be quite useful. What's his... He's cheap as well. 26. Okay, 81. The other one was Salisu from Southampton, I think. Yeah, still there. 81. 24 years old. Physical contact's good. Balance isn't brilliant. Jump's good. Speed is okay. 80 and acceleration 77. Good heading. Good conditioning. Left foot 191. He could be quite useful. Or Anderson, who's 192 from Fulham. Jump, physical contact's good. Balance again's pretty poor. Yes, I think it's between Salisu and Chidoze. I think would be both of them would be very useful to drink. I think I'm going towards Chidoze. I know he's shorter, but I think his balance is. I think his balance will come in handy so that we can push strikers off the ball. If you've got more balance than they do, you can push them off the ball. Let's try for Chidoze. He's got an amazing name as well. They're open to selling him. Okay, so let's go 2.4 salary. We can't quite afford that salary, so if we negotiate that down a little bit and go with that, and we'll see what we get in. And the other thing we could do is we could try for a loan. If that doesn't work out, we'll try and get a big name defender in on loan. But let's go into the game against Leicester City. We will do a 2-game episode for you lucky people. So yeah, I'll go and sort the team out and we'll be right back. Okay, this is how we're going to line up. We're going to welcome back Guendouzi. He's back to form, so he can get a start in holding midfield. Chamberlain's going to get a start on the right-hand side. Maitland-Niles on a blue up is going to start behind him, hopefully overlapping quite a lot. Eze in attacking midfield again as captain. Martinelli gets to go up front, and Goncalo Guedes comes back in at left wing. That's how we're going to line up. We'll see you for Crystal Palace v Leicester in just a second at Selhurst Park. Here we are then, Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace against Leicester City, the home of the Eagles in London. And they've been performing well this season, up in 6th, joint with Tottenham on points in 5th, so a lot to play for as we are about midway through the January transfer window. Selhurst Park packed to the rafters for this one, as it's Crystal Palace versus Leicester City. And the game is getting underway. Martinelli to kick us off, back to Camavinga, and a few changes, a few tweaks to Ruud Gullit's system here as... Well, Maitland-Niles lines up last game right midfield, this game right back. So it'll be very interesting to see what Gullit thinks of that. Maybe he thinks they can get on the attack and on the advantage straight away, overlapping that right-hand side they've got there. That's not a good pass from Camavinga. Zinchenko just about keeps it in though. Tapsoba and Ferro. There's rumours that Crystal Palace are in the market for another centre-back. We'll have to see how that unfolds. Martinelli can't quite get there in front of Soyuncu. And now we get the first glimpses to see how Leicester City are going to play under Brendan Rodgers. Unda comes forward with it under pressure from Goncalo Guedes. Fofana, a very good centre-back in his own right, playing for Leicester City now. Him and Soyuncu making a good partnership for Leicester. Johnny Evans missing out this time, and that will be a Leicester City throw. 5 minutes gone. No, Martinelli with the ball on the halfway line. Got Ndidi for company, just about holds him off. Martinelli's done a really good job here, and he's gone a little bit wider than he probably would have liked. Ndidi's trying to track him, cuts that back onto his left foot. Martinelli swings a ball in, Soyuncu's underneath it though, and it was a very good downward header to his teammate in his own box, which you don't see very often from a centre-back, but well played Soyuncu. Maitland-Niles on the right-hand side, trying to tease Harvey Barnes in, and he did. He nearly got round him. Good tackle from Harvey Barnes to win that ball back though. Maitland-Niles, Chamberlain, knocks it back towards Eze. Sees Camavinga in a bit of space. Camavinga just trying to hold off Gutierrez. He does, and Ndidi comes out to meet him. Zinchenko just lets that run across his body. Goncalo Guedes up the line. Goncalo Guedes, lovely back heel into the path of Zinchenko. Fires that across goal. Chamberlain's there. Great defensive header, that one. And it's going to fall for Barnes, who can keep this in play. And that was a wonderful little move from Crystal Palace. So Oxlade-Chamberlain's putting a good tackle there, tracking back on Harvey Barnes. It goes out for a throw-in to Leicester. Pjanić gives it back to Wilfred Ndidi. And, well, Leicester City focusing down the wings for now. Ferro's there, and he's headed it nearly into his own top corner. And Lafont sees that past the post. And Crystal Palace on a knife edge there. Ferro is praising his lucky stars as Pjanić swings this one in. Camavinga is first to it, and Martinelli drops back quite deep to pick that up, but can release Eze here, and Eze's got loads of space to run into. Goncalo Guedes has given him a great run in the middle. Oh, don't know who that was, but that was very annoying that he stuck a foot out there. Harvey Barnes down this left again. Tapsoba comes to meet him, and Barnes sort of bundles his way past the centre-back, and Eze's not going to be able to keep that one in. It's another corner to Leicester City. 26 minutes gone. And they're sending two runners towards the near post, taking out both of our centre-backs, and I'm not going to let that happen. They can take that one short, I don't mind. We can try and put Ferro in the way, but I'd rather have Tapsoba in the middle, who comes out to meet the ball anyway, because he's an idiot. Another corner. Pjanić over the corner ball. Tapsoba's followed his man out towards the edge of the box again, and it goes to Ndidi with a short one. Back to Pjanić. They've worked this well, Leicester, but Tapsoba's too strong for Pjanić there, and he's actually got a chance to stretch his legs, the centre-back here. And he's got a long, long way to go. Pjanić's trying to get back at him, but he just can't keep up. He's too powerful, the centre-back. Pjanić infield to Martinelli. Turns away from Soyuncu and then gets the final pass wrong. And how many times on this channel do you hear me say that in this full manual save? Oxlade-Chamberlain. First time we've really seen him and Maitland-Niles both attack at that right-hand side. Ball across. Guedes up against Pereira. It's a good header, and Renarson makes the save. Oh, Perez turns away from Ferro really well. Gets a shot off Lafont with a fantastic save. Once again, the goalkeeper is keeping Crystal Palace in. That poor pass out from Tapsoba. Perez straight into Guendouzi. That's better from Eze. Camavinga. Goncalo Guedes tries to feed it into the space, and Martinelli gets there and picks the ball up. He's got Fofana for company. Just about holds him off in towards Eze. On one more, but Pereira's there. Free kick though. Soyuncu caught him late. And Eze wins the free kick. Came close against Forest in the last game, hitting the post after a save from the keeper. Soyuncu apologises, but captain on captain action for that one. Eze was caught late as he let the pass go. It was a good run. Good counter-attack from Crystal Palace, actually. And yeah, you can see there. Definitely caught late. Eze goes to ground. And over the ball actually is Zinchenko, but we know he's not our set-piece taker. We know it's Mr. Eze who is over the ball. Eze, can he get this up and down? He gets it up, he gets it down, and in it goes! And Renarson had absolutely no chance. And Eze runs to the home fans at the corner and will celebrate with a lovely little putt. And in it goes. It drops. It's good. And Eze's happy. It's 1-0 Leicester. Probably deserved on the run of play. And the boys are absolutely delighted with that one. A lovely free kick then past Renarson before he could really see it. It's in just under the bar. Made it difficult for the goalkeeper. You'll see from this view here, just in under the bar. Renarson maybe could have done better, but 1-0 Palace. Goncalo Guedes has gone on a great run here. Feeds that one up to Martinelli. Tries to feed it back. It's just a little bit too much. Chamberlain with a hit. He's hit the bar. Can you believe it? But that could go in. Soyuncu keeps it off the line. What were Leicester playing at? A frantic couple of minutes there. As Chamberlain with a fantastic effort, crashing off the crossbar with some good interplay with the strikers. And then Soyuncu saving Ricardo Pereira's blushes there, keeping his back pass off the line. And, well, this game with that goal has suddenly come alive. Camavinga tried to feed that one in towards Guendouzi, but got it wrong. Under up to Jose Perez. Jose Perez just battered off the ball by Ferro, who's tried to release Guedes in, and Ricardo Pereira plays a bit of a better back pass this time towards his goalkeeper. Guendouzi wins the header. Martinelli flicks that one on to Chamberlain, who hit the bar with that fantastic effort. Soyuncu, good foot in there. Had to get that one right. Pjanić, it's end to end, and they're going for the pace of Perez, and he has got goal side of Ferro, and he's in and the keeper's out. Really, really good defending. As he saw the pace was past him, just gave him a little tug back to put him off as he went through one-on-one to give Lafont enough time to come out and make a crucial pick up there. As again, Guendouzi feeds a good ball in to Martinelli. Martinelli, just heavy touch. Fofana recovers well. End to end, 1-0, nearly half time. Soyuncu sort of messing around with it on the edge of his own box. Out to Fofana, now Sarachi at Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes runs forward with it. Guendouzi's got Pjanić there, but can't win the ball. Harvey Barnes again dances around Maitland-Niles. Pjanić, Jose Perez, who's got round Ferro this time. It's a really good ball in. Under, great touch. Lafont, what a save again, as Camavinga apparently hasn't given away a free kick with that touch. 1-0 at half-time. Absolute crazy game. I don't think I've had a breath in about 5 minutes. 1-0 Leicester. No, Crystal Palace. Two shots for each team. We've hit the bar with one of them and scored with the other. 2 shots for Leicester, 2 on target, 2 fantastic saves from Lafont. Absolutely superb. I lost my breath in that game. Incredible. What a game. I think we can create a bit of space out wide. So we're going for wing rotation to push people out to the width and try and encourage basically always encourage a player to look for the ball out wide, move out wide to receive the ball, create a bit more space potentially in the middle. And I think we are creating their fullbacks a bit of problems with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain on one wing. I think, well, to be fair, Chamberlain's been the best of the 2 wingers, to be honest, as Zinchenko picks that one up into Ferro, across to Tapsoba. Tapsoba can bring this one forward. Feeds it out towards Chamberlain. Maitland-Niles will want to get in on the action. Camavinga up towards Zinchenko. There's the run from Guedes out to the wing. Just trying to tease a man in. Zinchenko's giving him a great run there. First time cross, tries to cut it back towards Martinelli. Soyuncu just gets in front of him. That will be a throw-in to Crystal Palace. Maitland-Niles as Chamberlain running in front of him. I mean, he's massively got that pass wrong, but Sarachi is in doubt, so he puts it out. And it's another throw-in for Crystal Palace, and they are working the wings. It is actually working as I want it to do. Eze all the way across looking for Camavinga. He has time to shoot, left-footed over the bar. I'm not going to lie, I was put off by Ndidi because I thought he was going to get there first, so I was trying to cancel the shot there, and he just pulled out. It fell to Camavinga, ballooned. Good ball through from Eze to Martinelli. And Martinelli just waiting for a runner. He's done really good hold-up play there. Chamberlain, lovely ball through. Maitland-Niles, can he fire this one across? It's gone in! Maitland-Niles' cross shot has turned into a lucky goal, and it's 2-0. And wing rotation is working very well against Leicester City. I've got a tutorial on it, actually, an advanced instructions explanation video. I'll link it in the top corner if I remember. But, yeah, Maitland-Niles, I thought I'd fire this one in low. It's gone. I think it's just taken Renarson in goal by complete surprise, as Martinelli, fabulous hold-up play. Great one from Maitland-Niles off Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I don't know what Renarson's doing. I assume he's expected the cross to go towards the edge of the 6-yard box. And I've sort of got it a bit wrong. First time there, and he's just turned his back on it. And it's 2-0. Maitland-Niles with it. Lovely stuff. Under's been robbed by Guendouzi. And Leicester could be in trouble here. Guendouzi went wide, waiting for someone to move a bit more sensibly. Lays that one back towards Martinelli. Oh my God, I've missed. Oh, Martinelli on a blew up arrow, and I've missed from there. It's a great run from Guendouzi. Martinelli pulled off really well. Arrived late in the box. It's a shank. It's an absolute shank. So 63 minutes gone. Leicester seem pretty content with just passing their way up the pitch. And once they do get up the pitch, they are throwing a few men forward. Perez has got into a bit of space here. Just lost Ferro there. But Guendouzi again, fantastic defending. And Crystal Palace do miss him when he's not in the team. Chamberlain takes a touch onto Eze. Just saw the run there of Martinelli. Now, Martinelli has the track back trait, which is quite irritating. I may get him to just play as a counter target and try and counter his tracking back player trait, because I'm not too sure which one will take advantage, because he just drops so far deep it doesn't give us an outlet. Although We are 2-0 up, so it doesn't really make too much difference. Great tackle from Maitland-Niles, that one. Oh, Eze, you should have got that. It should have at least been a foul. Guendouzi's there again. Guendouzi is a beast. If you play Master League and you haven't signed Guendouzi, then sort it out. He's an absolute beast. Martinelli. I am seriously playing myself into trouble. Just put your foot through it. Taps over. There you go. Oh, Camavinga's lost it to Under in the middle of the park. Iosi Perez is there. Camavinga does get back and sort of make a nuisance of himself. Harvey Barnes into the area. Maitland-Niles, great challenge. He's had a solid game as well. Martinelli, outside of the boot, tried to find Chamberlain. He'll get it at the second attempt from Eze, though. And, well, they've just parted a bit like the Red Sea here. Chamberlain can still come forward through the legs there. Martinelli waited for Guedes to make the run, and Runarsson has made a great save. That was a lovely move there. Chamberlain fed the pass through the defender's leg to find Martinelli, just there through the legs, and Martinelli just waited and waited and waited. Saw Gonçalo Guedes, and he's just not picked a corner. Straight down the middle. Zinchenko fires it in. Martinelli, and hang on a minute. Because I think I've won that with Martinelli. I think I've won that with Martinelli. Let me just get rid of that bar. And I've bicycle kicked that the wrong way. Unbelievable. I mean, if that was an attacking corner, that's one hell of a clearance. But yeah, I've bicycle kicked it out. What a clearance from Martinelli in the wrong direction. Superb. Absolutely superb. Pratt out towards Under on the right. And Cengiz Under has a bit of space here. Zinchenko trying to get back at him. Ferro will get a touch. And a very good header away. How high he had to jump. Martinelli with a fantastic tackle to bring that one away. And Camavinga will come forward with space to charge into. It's a really high line. He's fed it through to Martinelli. And Martinelli could be in here. Martinelli tight angle. And it's a good save again from Runarsson. As we tick down inside the final 10 minutes of the game, and it's still 2-0 Crystal Palace. And really, Leicester have been disappointing on their travels here to Selhurst Park. As Pratt picks it up in the middle of the park. Kvetchi back to indeed. There's been a lot of this from Leicester. Real passing without any real forward momentum. Kvetchi holds off Eze there. Sarace, Harvey Barnes looks to put the cross in, and between them, Eze and Maitland-Niles put a good block on it. Harvey Barnes gets another attempt. Eze's back at him again. Guendouzi. The cross goes in, and Lafont with a very, very good catch. He's been a very good purchase. Thank you to whoever recommended him. He's been absolutely superb. Guedes. Oh, that's never a foul. Let's make some subs. Well, we couldn't get the subs on because they took the free kick quickly. So we've got 3 subs ready and waiting to come on. We haven't actually made any in this game, so we're going to have some tired legs going into the next one. As Sarace does keep that one up against Maitland-Niles. Back to Barnes. He's going to try and put that in, but Maitland-Niles has had an absolutely superb game. Eze. Chamberlain with a lot of space to run into. Keep going, Martinelli. Don't stop. Don't stop, because you're going to get into that little pocket. You stopped. You stopped, and then you made me think about what to do. And that's a terrible pass. So, 1 minute of injury time. It looks like Crystal Palace are going to come away with a win and a clean sheet, which will be absolutely superb for Ruud Gullit's men. Back-to-back clean sheets and 4 points from 2 games. You take that. Eze's 36-minute goal and Maitland-Niles with a cross-shot goal that resulted in a 2-0 win for Crystal Palace. And they've dented a potential European place rival with that win as well. So 8 shots to 2. It was all Crystal Palace's game. Leicester City, plenty of possession, not much penetration. Penetration. So 2-0 win for us. Crystal Palace, lovely stuff. Man City win 4-1. Bournemouth 2-2 with Fulham. Everton lost 2-0 to Southampton. Leeds beat Villa 2-0. And Sheffield United lost 4-0 at home to Wolves. West Ham and Tottenham drew 1-1, which is good for us. We'll go above Tottenham now. Chelsea drew with Arsenal 0-0. Newcastle lost to Man United 2-0. And Brighton and Hove Albion lost to Liverpool 1-0. So we do go up into 5th. 3 points behind Chelsea. We are just off those top 4. It is a possibility this year. Very, very excited. We're going to come back for the end of the transfer window and then the next game. So there's only going to be 1 game off camera. So we'll play Southampton now, if this loads. I don't know why. Oh, signing negotiations. It's going to say, yeah, we can push him down on terms more favourable to us. I'm not going to try that, because last time Baldy McBaldy told me to do that, it messed up and we didn't get him. So the club wants a transfer of 2.9. We'll do that. Yeah. More than happy to just say yes. So you get us to see a new signing as well. So we're going to sign Chidoze from Boa Vista. I think that's very cheap for his market value and a pretty good salary. We can't afford it. It's not going to let me, is it? Okay, we're just going to have to... Have we got anyone that I can release who's terrible that we're not playing? We've got a youngster, because it only needs to be... No, I think I've got rid of all the youngsters as well now. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Right, we need to find like £1,000 before the end of the transfer window. I reckon, could I call someone up from the youth team and sell them? Is that too cheeky? Let me know down below. Is that too cheeky to call up one of these better youth team players and then just sell them? I know the salary would go to them, but like we'd have to call him up, pay his wages, sell him. I don't think it would happen quick enough, to be honest. I just don't think it would happen quick enough. No, we won't cheat our way around the system. We're going to leave it there. Next up is Southampton off camera, and then we're back for the end of the transfer window, deadline day, and Aston Villa in the next episode. So if you've enjoyed that, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.